In this Google Maps scraper review, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about this app. If you have any questions, please comment them below, and I'll also leave a discounted link so you can always get your money's worth for Google Maps Scraper. Google Maps Scraper allows exporting business contacts from Google Maps into a file via Outscraper. Once we've logged in to Google Maps Scraper, we come over to this section here where we can scrape the data. First, it asks us to input our categories, so this would depend on what you're looking for, whether that's local businesses or restaurants or bars. So I'm just going to add a few categories there. So I've added bar, restaurant, hotel and spa. There is also the option to check out all categories, and this takes you over to another page which has all the business categories in alphabetical order, and as we can see we have a load there. There is also the option for custom categories. If you ticked that, then you could add your own categories. Below there we have locations, so you would first select a country. I'm just going to go for Japan and change it up a bit. Then you can select the states or areas. Obviously once you put in a country it's going to bring up all the cities, so you can unselect them all, or you can also hover over the city, click on the arrow, and this will bring up the districts. Below here is the total results limit. So it's automatically set to 0, which works as unlimited. If you wanted to set a limit, so I'm going to go for 100, then you could just type that in there. We also have the option to drop duplicates. Below here we can enrich results by other services, add emails, social media, more phones, legal name, etc. We also have some advanced parameters where you could set the language, you could add a filter so it could ignore certain results. We can set the places per one query search and columns to return. We then have other parameters where you can set the result extension. You can choose from XLSX, SCV, JSON or Parquet. And then there's also the option to add task tags. Once you're happy there, if we go ahead and click on Get Data, this will first bring up a task confirmation. It says the areas we're going to process. We've got 144 queries and also the rough estimate time. Obviously, this will depend on if you've limited the amount of queries it's going to do. I've limited it at 100. If it was set to unlimited and you selected all these places, obviously it would take a lot longer. So I'm going to go ahead and click confirm there, and then this will just take a couple of minutes. Okay, so now that this is complete, if I go over to the tasks section, and as we can see, our data appears here. We've got a few categories. We've got the ID, when it was created, progress, results and usage, and tags. We also have a couple of actions which include restart the task, use as a template for the next task, schedule, or remove this task. If we click on the plus, then this will bring up the metadata. If obviously you had quite a few different tasks, you could tick them or select them all, and then you could copy them as template or something. To view our data, if we go ahead and click on the Google Maps data, this will then save this to our computer, and you can then bring this up in Excel or Numbers, or if obviously you did a CSV file, then that would work a little bit differently as well. But as we can see, this has brought up all our data. It's got an array of categories. We've got query, name, site, type, subtype, category, phone, full address, borough, street, city, postal code, US state, obviously that doesn't clarify here, country, country code, and so much more. If we keep scrolling there, we can see it gives us all the information we need. If I was looking for something specific, obviously I could use these categories. For example, if I was looking for somewhere that has a high rating, I could go over to rating. That one's got 4.8, so I can obviously get the name of that. And we've also got those array of links as well. If we click on Google Services, we can see we've got loads of different options here. We have Maps, which is the Google Maps data scraper, which we've just used. Below this we also have Maps Reviews. Here is where you could scrape the amount of reviews from places on Google Maps. You can put in your queries, which can be category, city or zip code, country, links, Google or places ID, or you can upload a file. You can sort it by most relevant, newest, highest rating or lowest rating, reviews limit per one place, places per one query search, and skip, as well as having those advanced parameters and other parameters. Below there, we have maps by website. This allows you to find places via domains, so you could obviously enter domain name or website there, or again, upload a file. Below that, we have contributor reviews. This extracts contributor reviews from Google Maps. You could add your contributor ID, contributor URLs, or again, upload a file. We have Maps Photos. This scrapes photos from places on Google Maps. Again, we've got that same Queries tab, or the option to upload a file, as well as setting your limit, or places per one query search. We have Play Reviews. So this is scraping reviews from Google Play, the Google Play Store. So you can search for apps, movies, books, links, or IDs. You can obviously enter the link in there, or upload a file. Choose how you want to sort it, and limit the query amount. We also have Shopping Reviews, scraping reviews from Google Shopping. We have Traffic, which allows scraping directions between 2 points on Google Maps. So you could obviously do your starting location and your stopping location, the time frame, and the time interval, and then that will get you data on traffic. We have Search, which returns search results from Google. So if you were looking for something specific, you could add this into here. Set the page per limit, language, region, and there's an optional UULE. We have Search Images, which does similar, but is obviously searching for image results. Search News, again similar, but searching for news related to the topic you enter into there. Search Videos, and finally we have Shopping Search. As well as Google services, it does also have Amazon services, where if we click on products, this will scrape product listings from Amazon. So you could add in Amazon products into here, or summary pages URLs. You could also upload a file, and again, limit per one query, set the domain, and delivery postcode. You can also do the same thing with Amazon reviews as well. We also have some general settings, including billing information, invoices, API docs, API usage history, integrations, where you can integrate Zapier or HubSpot, help, and pricing. And that's round about everything. So what did I think of Google Maps Scraper? Outscraper was a fantastic application. It was quick and easy to do and had a whole range of categories and filter options. I also really like how it wasn't just limited to Google Maps. You could also scrape data from Google Play or even Amazon. I would definitely recommend Google Maps Scraper. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.